Secondary tissues are those which are formed by the activity of lateral meristem, vascular cambium, and cock cambium during secondary growth, which take place in a number of vascular plants, spermopsids. It occurs in all gymnosperm. Many dicot and angiosperms undergo secondary growth, but very few monocot plants. Vascular cambiums first appears between the primary xylem and primary phloem and called fusiforminaceous fascicular cambium. Then few cells of each medullary ray lying in line with fusiforminaceous become meristematic to form interfascicular cambium. The two cambium combine to form a ring of meristematic tissue called vascular cambium. Vascular cambium cut off new cells inside as well as outside. The cells formed inside give rise to secondary xylem. The cell formed outside give rise to secondary phloem. During secondary growth, the primary epidermis split, dries and fall off. To protect the exposed tissues and to increase in diameter, cock cambium phallogen arises in the cortex. Cock cambium or phallogen appears when the layers of hypodermal cells regain the power of division to form a ring of meristematic tissue. Cock cambium cut off new tissues inside called secondary cortex or phalloderm. The cells cut off outside are rectangular and arranged in radial rows. They have waxy deposition of suberin and become dead. They are called cock tissue or phallum. This functions as a barrier and protects the stem from physical damage and from pathogen. It also prevents from water loss. In older trees, many chemical and physical changes occur in the ring of xylem towards the center of stem. The conducting cells become blocked, parenchyma cells die, while pigments, resin, tannins and gums are deposited. When these changes take place, xylem becomes non-functional for transport and emerges as strong supportive components of tree. The part of ring where these changes have occurred is known as heartwood, whereas the outer part of ring, which contains comparatively young tissues, remain in functional in transport, constitute the sapwood. Only youngest secondary phloem function in the sugar transport. In between the cock is a spongy region in the bark with loosely arranged cells having intracellular spaces. These masses of loose cells through which gases and water vapor radially pass out are known as lenticels. Secondary growth means